Welcome back. Whether you are deciding to buy a home or sell your home or both, it's a big decision and there are some steps you need to take. Fortunately, our next guest is back to help us walk through the pre steps. Please help me welcome back Brittany Picolo-Ramos from Godwyn and Stone Real Estate. Hello, beautiful.
Hi.
Looking good as always. Doing good. Hopefully, you are doing well as well. I am so glad you are on to talk about some tips for home buyers. First, let's talk for some tips for people who are looking to buy in the next 3 months. What are some tips you have for them?
Well, obviously, you want to make sure that you get to know what you're comfortable with as far as price range. So, get with a good lender. And really, a lot of real estate agents have a lender that they know and trust because it's such an intense process. So you want to make sure that the loan officer has your best interest at heart and they can tell you how much money you're going to need to save and then start figuring out where do you need to land around. So, sometimes people are so focused on the price of the house, they're not thinking that tax and insurance have a part to play in it, but it really does. So if I'm buying a house in Jefferson Parish versus New Orleans, I might be able to afford a little bit more because maybe the taxes are a little bit lower. So you want to focus on the monthly payment. And so get a good agent, get a good lender, and you're going to be on your way.
Write these tips down, my friends. And for people out there who may be looking to sell their home, what are some tips you have for them?
Well, I mean, and I hate to always say get a good agent, but I've seen a lot of people post their houses for sale by owner because it seems so fun and easy. It's like right there, you can save some money on commission, but you really only get one chance at a first impression. So I feel like if you can get a good agent to look at your house, make sure nothing needs to be changed, make sure the price is right. All of those things that you don't really think about all come into play. For example, I went into a house recently and all the light bulbs were different colors. And so it automatically put a negative spin on the home and didn't really showcase the house to its best ability. And it's actually a proven statistic that really great agents can get a home seller 9 to 12% more for their home. So even if you end up paying a 6% commission, which is kind of a normal commission rate, you're still going to make more money.
It sounds like to me, because we all know buying a home can be expensive. When you have someone that can help you through all of this process, it's just going to make it easier. So whether you're buying or selling, try to get some help like an agent. But
Now,
now,
everybody and their grandma knows a realtor. In fact, they know 12 realtors. You could throw a rock and hit a real estate agent right now.
there you go.
I get calls all the time. Should I get in real estate? I'm like, maybe. But I mean, it's really important to really vet the agent because sometimes people will say, oh, you need to call my cousin or you need to call my aunt. And that aunt doesn't really sell a lot of real estate. They just love that person. So they're advocating for them. Make sure you're looking at their reviews, how many houses they've sold, what is your experience, and meet with them because you are the boss here and you have the opportunity to vet and interview multiple agents. So don't just click on Zillow or realtor.com and have some stranger you don't even know. Look at the market, see who's selling, and interview a couple people. I mean, we have a great brokerage, Godwyn and Stone. We have amazing agents, and everyone that works here, I personally have trained them. So you can throw a rock and hit a great agent at Godwyn and Stone. Don't throw rocks, by the way.
Don't throw rocks, but also get ready to pay some out of pocket expenses if you are buying a home. Let's take a look at some of those costs. Real quick, explain, is this average?
Again, the range is so vast depending on the size of the house, but I mean, it's pretty standard. And again, if it's a lower end house or a smaller home, you're going to look to your left on the left side of the range. And if it's on a higher side or a higher end home, you're going to look to the right. I mean, home inspections, how many inspectors do you want up there? But a base rate is about 350 to 450. Pipe inspection, that's pretty standard. It's usually around 225, 250, but I put 2 to 300 just to kind of cover it just in case, again, if you have a bigger property and if it's commercial, obviously going to be different. Home appraisals are usually about 450 to 500, but again, it can be bigger if the property is a little bit different or it can be more. And closing costs. Closing costs can include your taxes, your insurance, and your cost of your loan. And every lender has different rates. So that can vary depending on the size of the house.
And
And your
that dreaded down payment, as always, many people know there's always sometimes a down payment. But you know what I like to say? In order to make money, you have to spend money. Real quick before we
And let me
go,
tell
if
you
you're
one
selling your home,
thing. Down payment can also vary, and your closing costs can sometimes be paid by the seller. And you can talk to me more about that if you have any more questions.
if we are selling our home, are there any out of pocket expenses?
If you're selling your home, you're going to be looking at commission, obviously, to pay the agent, and then also anything to stage the home and get it ready for sale. Also, if you have to, if this buyer ends up negotiating closing costs because maybe they need that in order to purchase home, that would be another thing. And then there's a little bit of title costs and some insurance maybe or taxes that are left over that need to be paid. But that's pretty much it.
As you can see, whether you're buying or selling a home, there are a lot of boxes you need to check. And if you're looking for someone to help you, look no further than Godwyn and Stone. They have a beautiful location at 1912 Clearview Parkway in Metairie. You can also follow them on social media like I do at Godwyn Stone. And for more information, check out their website, godwinstone.com, or give them a call at 504 826 8426. And if you're looking for a lender, you can contact Movement Mortgage Lender, Hung Lee, at yournolalender.com/Hung Lee, or give them a call at 504 210 6697.